Today is May 22nd. I got a customer coming. When I call him, he needs a queen. He had a hive. He's got a hive. He's a newer beekeeper, got a hive that doesn't have queen, eggs, anything, no sign of laying worker yet. So he wants to come and get a queen. So I got some nukes with queen in it, and I'm gonna cage one up for him this morning. But I wanted to make some candy. The last one, I just put stopper, and they used a pushing queen cage. But I made some candy up this morning so he can do a slow release, and he won't have to, since he's a newer beekeeper, he won't have to mess with it. But I've spent some considerable time and much mess to my wife's kitchen on several surfaces to make the queen candy. And all I've used is the Karo syrup and powdered sugar. And this is, you've got to get it hard, but not too hard. It's got to be the right consistency between hard and soft. And I think,
like Play-Doh?
Something like Play-Doh. It's starting to get a little bit dry. They said get it till it's not sticky, but it's still a little bit sticky, but I'm afraid it's getting too dry. So all we're gonna do is plug up this hole with the candy. And this is just a slow release. The bees, when he puts this in the hive, will eat this candy from one end, and the queen, I'll put a couple of attendants in there with her. He's gonna put her in right away because he needs a queen. The queen and her attendants will eat the candy from the other end, and then there'll be a slow release. Should be getting her out of there in about 3 days, which should be perfect. Smooth that off on both sides, and then so that candy is in there. And then when I put the queen, we'll go put the queen in here in just a second. We'll just close this up and then snap this cap over, and he'll be ready to put her in the hive. And he puts her in there, he'll put her this way in between the frames, and then that way if there's any, you never want to put it down, because if a attendant dies or whatever, the queen can't get out. And just put it in there horizontally between the frames. These queens are real good because they go between the frames really well. They're just the right width to go between the frames and kind of lock her in there. So this is ready to go. I've got a little bit left over. I'll put this in a Ziploc bag and put it in the refrigerator, and then it'll be ready if I sell any more. Hope to start grafting some queens here in the next few days. Get some queens grafted. So, but for now, I may use this and getting ready to go out and get the queen and put her in here. Okay, I'm out here at the bee yard, fixing to get this queen. Hopefully y'all can see that. Got my queen cage ready. This is a nuke, 2-frame nuke. I think I'd overlooked the other day. It should have a good queen in it. It's probably overdue, way overdue. It's got some really drawed out comb for being checked. They've got so much they've drawn this comb out so far, it's a little tight getting out of here. Oh gosh. It's really tight getting out of there. Here you can see her brood pattern. And that she's got a lot of bees. Let me see if I can find her. They got the honey dome at the top. some nectar around. She's used everything, every cell I try to lay in. I don't see her on that one, so I can see her on this next one. It's early, not the best time. It's a little cloudy, and it's early. And even though it's a small hive with just 2 frames, ain't like being messed with. Again, a really good brood pattern. All kind of cat brood. If I hadn't done something, they would have swarmed or done something on their own because they're out of room. It's 2 frame nuke. It's just not enough room for them to go very long. Queen lays it up. New, vigorous queen like that. Gets it laid up really quick. I should have already done something with them. You would think in a 2 frame that the queen would just jump out at you. I don't see her on this one either. Could be still in the box, I guess. There she is, dark queen. I think I'll sit there. Where'd she go? There she is. Get the cage up. Alright, there she is. Oh. There she went. Oh, and there she goes again. Let me close this cage up. Okay. Alright, now she's in there. Finally. Alright, now I'm going to get a couple attendants. You always look for, I don't know if you can see that, but bees with their heads in the cell. And then you can grab them from the back. Now look for fuzzy bees too. Their thorax is fuzzy because they can't sting. They're full on nurse bees. All right. There she is. Let's see how close it'll focus. You got her in there. So now we'll, I probably combine this, give them some more nurse bees so they can make a better queen. Let them make a better queen. I'll get some brood from another hive, make sure they got plenty of bees to make a good quality queen. There's some of the nectar, and the honey cat is up here, and then again the brood pattern. You can kind of see it's not as good there as in some other spots. Really good brood pattern, so I think she'll be a really good queen. She's a little bit small right now, but I think when her she gets to land a little more and has some more room, she should fill out nicely. All right, get them back in there. You see? They're starting to buzz a little bit because her queen's gone. Give them some resources to make some good queens with. Alright, put the marker back up. Lid back on. Let's use a flat block to cover up that hole so they don't get rainwater in there. And these bees here will make their way back to the entrance and be fine. But there you have it. We'll call him, let him know we got her boxed up, caged up, and he'll be able to come get her and have him a nice queen.